If you know anything about Federal Hill, you know this purple patio. I'm standing outside of Mother's, which is one of the best spots in South Baltimore to cheer on the Ravens, but it's also a great brunch spot and so much more. So let's go inside and meet the owner. As a busy mom, realtor, and someone who just likes to have fun, I'm always on the go around Baltimore. Whether you're new to the area or you've lived here your whole life, I want to show you my favorite places to eat, play, and live around 21230. I'm Allie Hudler with Compass, and this is the 21230 show. Here we are with Dave. We're at Mother's. Dave, thank you so much for having me today.
My pleasure.
Thanks. So we wanted to learn a little bit more about you, your history behind the restaurants, I should say. So for those who haven't been here, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name's Dave. I started Mother's in 1997 with my brother Adam. We got the name Mother's from there's a party in New Orleans called Mom's Ball. And so we, took that name and kind of wanted to bring a little bit of New Orleans back here.
That's awesome. Did you grow up there or were you just visiting?
No, I just love New Orleans, went to Mardi Gras, just loved the food and the culture and the music. I wanted a location that, was Baltimore, but it had some of that fun and nightlife of New Orleans.
Yeah.
And I'd started a social club where I was throwing parties. I was bringing bands from New Orleans up, throwing parties, New Year's Eve parties, taking people down to Jazz Fest, which is a great music festival in New Orleans. And I needed something to do more every day.
Sure.
And my brother had learned to become a chef during this time.
Okay.
So we kind of partnered up and found a location in Federal Hill. It's called Empty Pockets on Ford Avenue. It's where like the Sly Fox is now.
Oh, all right.
And so we started there, and while I was there, I found out that this location was opening up. So we were lucky enough to get a liquor license, rehab it, That was another crazy story. My contractor filed bankruptcy during the rehab. And I didn't really have a lot of money. I mean, I didn't have any money, and I was in my 20s and struggling to get this open and still pay my mortgage.
Sure.
But we were able to piece some money together. I got a SBA loan at the last second and was able to, get a new contractor and just keep the project going. So,
oh my gosh, that must have been challenging.
That was great. It was super challenging, but when you look back on it, it's one of the fun aspects of creating this business, and it's grown beyond our wildest dreams. And now we have 3 locations, and it's become synonymous with Ravens football.
Yes.
And, Federal Hill has come a long way in its 26 years. When we first opened, there was 4 or 5 other restaurants and bars.
Gosh, wow.
So really, during that time, 20 places have opened, and the market became a food court, and tons of food places in there.
Well, you have 3 locations. Has that kind of helped weather the storm since you do have?
3 locations was a good idea. We have one in Severna Park, Arnold area, right on Route 2. And that's been there for about 10 years.
Right.
And then we have one in Timonium on Broad and Bedonia. Yeah. Just each place has their own dynamic and their own demographics. Here, we get the college kids or post-college kids, and then also some maybe older people from the neighborhood that have families, and so. Yeah. And then in North, it's mainly 35 plus. There's not a lot of younger generation and maybe less families. It's more like single people and young adults. And then in Arnold, it's a lot more families. Yeah. It's the drinking crowd is 35 plus, but then we have a lot of diners that have multiple kids. And, it's a big kid neighborhood, so we have a lot of kids there. So each one has their own differences.
That's so fun. Well, this kind of being your flagship location, so to speak, tell us about this, because you have so much space in here. You've got the purple patio. Yeah. Tell us more about that.
Well, the purple patio, we started in our first year here. It's basically just an outdoor tailgate, live or DJs, bands, bars, radio stations, grills, and we just have a lot of people out there hanging before, during, and after the game. So it's become like a hot spot. Yeah. And so that's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Obviously, when the Ravens win, then that's a big deal. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
when they won the Super Bowl,
Yep.
and went to the Super Bowl, it's probably like 15,000 people out in the streets
it's crazy.
celebrating. So that was a lot of fun. Inside, we've expanded a couple times. We have an upstairs, so we do private parties and overflow up there.
Yeah.
And then in the back alley bar, we do that private parties back there. We created a big, open area and seating and, a DJ booth and a huge bar.
Yeah.
So we got some video games and stuff back there. So that's where more of the nightlife happens, and we do a lot of private parties back there. We do a lot of catering here. We have 2 kitchens, so we do a lot of weddings and off-site catering.
I didn't realize
Not
that
everybody
big.
knows. We do
great.
a lot of events down at the BMI Museum down
Okay.
the Key Highway, and we're so close that makes it convenient. And we do a lot of off-site stuff, whether it's big festivals, and we'll serve food and beverage at that. And so we've been involved with a lot of special events in Baltimore.
That's great.
Serving cocktails pretty much.
Yeah. That's good. Well, speaking of cocktails, do you have anything that's super popular here, or is it just kind of, hey, whatever anybody's feeling in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of crushes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
that's a big thing. We have like a special ice maker, so we have crushed ice,
Yep.
which is kind of, I think it sets it aside. We're also doing our own barrel aged old fashions, which is
Nice.
kind of cool,
Awesome.
especially for the winter season.
Yeah.
We have a pretty good beer selection too, a lot of craft beers. And then one of the favorites is the Mom Bomb. People love doing bombs, and
Yep.
it's Mom Bomb is like a tropical flavored bomb that we sell a ton of, and
Yeah.
people really love. So
That's awesome.
those are some of our mainstays on the alcohol front.
Well, then on the food side, your menu's amazing. So
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in our menu. We make almost everything from scratch. So we have a pretty large menu, and we make everything in-house from our own ice cream. It's my grandfather's recipe. So we make
I didn't know
so that's
that.
great.
That's great.
Pop-Pop's homemade ice cream.
yeah.
We make our own salad dressings. Our blue cheese is like the
Oh my
best
gosh.
dressing in
Oh,
the world.
my favorite.
We use real blue cheese in it.
Yeah.
And I've had it all over the world, and none have compared. We make all of our own soups. We make all of our own sauces, and we make almost everything from scratch. We take a lot of pride. We use, better ingredients and put a lot of love into making each item. So it kind of sets us aside. I mean, we're a casual place, but we have upscale food.
Absolutely.
And, and then we have good steaks and fresh fish,
Yeah.
big salads. And then we do a ton of burgers. We have hand-packed burgers and wings. And, we bread our own wings. We have huge traditional wings and then boneless wings as well. And it's like 15 different flavors. So
Yeah, it's
we sell
incredible.
a lot of wings and burgers. So.
Of course. Nice. Well, speaking of, should we maybe get back in the kitchen and show us some of the food?
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. Let's go.
90-something% of our food is made from scratch, so that's always a good thing. Fresh ingredients, things getting prepped daily. One of our dishes that people like here is like a veggie stir fry. You can get it with chicken, you can get it with shrimp, you can get it with steak, or you can just get it with veggies, but this also is gluten-free, so a lot of people like that dish a lot. Jambalaya is awesome, everybody likes it. Our Creole sauce has a nice spice to it, and it's not too spicy, but it has tomatoes and different herbs in it, but people love it. To be honest, I don't even like blue cheese dressing, but once I came here and tried our blue cheese, it's good. It's made from scratch. The wings are amazing. Everybody come here from wings, of course. Our buffalo sauce and buffalo garlic and raven sauce is one of the favorites. Our raven sauce is basically honey obey. People come here for that a lot. Now what I'm putting into this jambalaya is the Creole sauce that I told you guys about, made from scratch. People love this sauce. It's a New Orleans inspired dish, so people always come here for this. All right, last thing we're gonna make is the blackened tuna salad. It comes with mixed greens, soy vinaigrette dressing, wasabi mayo. But first I'll toss the greens with the soy vinaigrette. A lot of people like this salad. We serve our tuna fresh every day. Also has cucumbers, tomatoes, and our shiitake mushroom salsa. That goes right on top of there. Slice the tuna real thin. And just fan the tuna around the salad like that. Cucumbers. I'll put the wasabi mayo on the side. And that's the seared tuna blackened salad.
All right, so I know the food's gonna be great, but we are at a bar, so we gotta order some drinks. I haven't been drinking in a few months, but we're gonna order this and I'll let Mitch have some. So, would you like to make some of your specialties?
Of course. We sell crushes all day. Orange Crush is one of our most popular. It's basically just orange juice, Smirnoff Orange, triple sec, and Sprite. You could choose soda water if you want as well.
Okay, awesome.
Got it.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Let's do it. Here we
That
go.
looks amazing. Beautiful job. Well, Dave, thanks so much for taking us back to the kitchen, showing us some food,
My pleasure.
all the drinks. For people who haven't been here, is there a day you'd recommend they come out to really check you guys out, or?
Well, we're open 7 days a week. We're open for lunch during the week and breakfast on weekends. The funnest day is probably Ravens home game.
Of course, yes.
You know, with the purple patio. But that's a little crazy, so that's not maybe for everybody. You know, Friday and Saturday night dinner is you know, really good, and
Yeah.
we take reservations.
Okay.
But then we also have a Sunday brunch, which is great. We do a bottomless brunch where you can get unlimited mimosas and crushes and bloodies. We have a great breakfast menu, so that's a lot of fun. You know, we're doing trivia on Wednesdays, so that's, you know, a lot of fun, and people come and do that. We're also part of Volo Sports, so we do skee ball or flip cup and
Yeah.
different events in the back. So there's a lot going on. There's special events all the time. We do a lot of private parties, so if you're looking for a caterer or a place to hold a private party, we have, you know, 2 different rooms for that. So you know, it's a fun place, upbeat, and we have really good food. So we take a lot of pride in our food. So come try some.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Well, if they haven't been, where can they find you? What's your address and how do they find you on social media?
We're right in Federal Hill on Charles Street, 1113 South Charles Street, right next to Cross Street Market. And our website is mothersgrille.com. We're on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok.
Cool. TikTok. Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you doing any dances on there, Dave?
I haven't done any dances personally, but willing to try.
All right. Maybe we could do one. I don't do them either.
Yeah.
But hey, that's awesome. Well, Dave, thank you so much. It's
My
been
pleasure.
a pleasure getting
Nice
to know
meeting
you.
you too. I
and
appreciate you doing this.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
And
if you want
hopefully
me to try
everybody...
to help you try to get into 8x10, I can do that.
Absolutely. That would be great. And if you haven't been or you haven't been in a while, come back out to Mother's and they'll see you here soon. Thanks.
Bye.